Hey there, guys. This is Flamzeron, aka YouTube's Tosuke. If you've been keeping up with the Saint Seiyas of the universe, then you've probably heard it by now. This isn't necessarily new. I wouldn't really call it that old, though. But it's been announced that Saint Seiya Brave Soldiers is indeed coming out in North America as a digital title, like the 50 states, not like Latin America, like legitimate North America. I am really excited about this. This is the first Saint Seiya game that North America has actually gotten. Like, period. No, like, oh, it was. This isn't like Dragon Ball where it's like, oh, we got the games like before it was an actual thing, and then the series kind of got big. And then, we kept getting more stuff later on, but, that first game, and then there was a little period. No, we've never actually gotten a Saint Seiya game in North America. Several of them have come out in Europe, like Saint Seiya Sanctuary, Saint Seiya Hades, and Saint Seiya Sanctuary Battle, the PS3 one. That one came out. Those came out in Europe, and this one's coming out in Europe as well as like a physical copy. But yeah, we're getting Saint Seiya Brave Soldiers in North America. I'm really excited about it. It's already been confirmed that we're getting the Japanese voices, which I think is fair. And Namco said that they're releasing it in North America to gauge how big Saint Seiya is. I'm wondering if it has anything to do with the movies. I mean, there's no doubt that we're probably getting a port, for lack of a better term, of the European version, probably with just some spelling changes, hopefully, with like taking out the U and color that they like to put in sometimes. But yeah, the Japanese voices are going to be the same, they're going to be the Japanese voice, and it's going to be the OVA cast, from what I could tell, like the Masakazu Morita cast, I guess we'll say, which is decent. I can hear some decent performances coming in this one, though. Morita is starting to sound a little strained as Seiya. I mean, he has to shout a lot as Seiya. I almost wish they had gotten like Toru Furuya to come in and do his voice or something. But it's really cool that we're actually getting this game, and if it sells well, we'll probably get more stuff. Like, I'd love to see Saint Seiya Omega Ultimate Cosmos, or Cosmo, or whatever, come out in North America, because then it would probably come out in Europe as well, because they actually didn't get it. And that might even mean more stuff. They said to gauge the Saint Seiya fan base. I don't know how much power Namco has. Like, I don't know if they could get ADV or whoever, or I guess Sentai or whatever, to be like, hey, dub this. And knowing them, they'd probably get like Funimation to do it or something. But who knows? But yeah, Saint Seiya is starting to kind of come back a little bit. I'm really excited. I'm definitely going to be getting the North American version. That's always kind of been a fear of mine when importing the European version, because even though I'm playing the game in English and supporting the European release, that's what I'm doing. I'm supporting the European one. I almost feel like that it was going to be a thing where, like, oh, it's big in Europe, but it's not big in North America, so why bother? Though I saw an interview that this Nightwing YouTuber did, and the guy, and they seem to be aware that plenty of fans have been importing the European Saint Seiya games. Kind of like how I'm sure Hideo Baba and Namco are aware that a lot of people have been importing the Japanese Tales games, such as myself. But yeah, that's cool. I don't have to import this game, so it probably won't be like, I imagine it'll probably be like $40 to $50, or maybe even 30, because this is a downloadable title. They don't have to pay much for an actual physical copy, though that would be cool if they did one for like a collector's edition or a special edition, or maybe even like a limited edition, something like, oh, it's a digital game, but if you buy this, which would probably end up being $60, I'd imagine, since it'd be like a physical game, so it probably would be more closer to the standard price. They'd probably it'd probably be pretty cheaper than most collector's editions, but And I also got news of a new Saint Seiya DVD coming out in North America, the Classic Sanctuary chapter complete by New Video, which I think is kind of weird. Makes me wonder exactly what they're doing. But yeah, Saint Seiya is really starting to pick up. It must have been entirely from the movies. Good on Discotek's part for just being like, hey, let's just license the movies and put them on a DVD. And as you can see, the logo's got the Knights of the Zodiac at the bottom, so not to confuse people. I feel like, this is like the Tales of Eternia syndrome, I guess, where like, it was called something else in North America when it came out here, but like everyone just kind of universally knows that it's called something else in general. Like, we got Tales of Eternia, Tales of Destiny 2, but everyone knows it's Eternia. And of course, like with Knights of Zodiac, everyone knows it's Saint Seiya, or most people do. I feel like Saint Seiya kind of hits a different nostalgia than Tales, though. Heck, I think Saint Seiya aired on Cartoon Network before Tales, or around the same year. But I remember watching at least like one episode. And of course now I've seen like 60 episodes plus the 4 movies, so. As well as all of Lost Canvas and all that's available of Omega. Like, I've been trying to support Saint Seiya with, the illegal streaming on Crunchyroll and whatnot. And I bought the DVDs, the Collection 1 and 2 of the ADV dub. Then I got the Discotek movies, those were subtitled. Now we're getting another DVD. That's a whole different subject on its own. I mean, once we get more information, I'll have to talk about it. It's apparently going to be like, $99. I don't mean to turn this into like a Saint Seiya news thing, but I feel like it's all just kind of ties everything together. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm definitely going to pick this game up. It's just adding more money that Namco's going to take from me. I mean, Namco has friggin' everything. They're publishing Tales, or they make Tales. They're publishing Dragon Ball. And they're doing this, Saint Seiya. And then, of course, Dark Souls, too. They published that. Oh, and Soul Calibur. Sheesh. I need to talk about that, too. So I guess I'll get to that one next. I say next because I kind of record several videos in like a bunch. So for you guys, I could be uploading 2 videos within like a week's time span, but for me, they'll be like rendered and whatnot within like a day or so. But yeah, obviously, Namco being all like, oh, we want to gauge how big the Saint Seiya fandom is in North America. They're obviously kind of testing us here. So if any of you viewers out there are like really big Saint Seiya fans, I urge you to at least get the game. The DVD, I can understand why it would be a little pricey, because if you're a huge Saint Seiya fan, you likely have the ADV dub already if you haven't watched the entire thing in Japanese or Spanish. But, I'm trying to support the English-speaking fandom of Saint Seiya. And hopefully it'll get big enough to where we'll get more stuff, at least get a complete series or something. Because Omega, I would have no problem just continue to watch on Crunchyroll if it came to that. But yeah, that's gonna be cool, and there's a lot of possibilities for translations with this one. Like I said, I think they're just gonna do the European ones, so we'll probably get Pegasus Meteor Fist, Rozon Rising Dragon, We're just going to get, like, the usual, like, the transliteration, or not really literation, but, like, just the standard translation of Saint Seiya. I don't think we're going to get any Meteor of Pegasus, probably no Eilish Guardiolas, unfortunately. So, yeah, I guess that's really all I have to say about this. I guess I can close it off with, buy this game, please, because I want to see Saint Seiya get big. The Tale series, I still try to support with, buying the merchandise and buying the games, but I feel like it's starting to kind of hit a big peak, or it's continuing to grow with this North American fandom. I almost feel like I don't need to worry about it too much anymore. Saint Seiya, on the other hand, is trying to kind of rise up, and I'm trying to support it, but I can't really do everything alone, so support it. And Saint Seiya fans are actually pretty loyal. They would surprise you. So, my fellow Saints, let us go to battle and support the series. But, yeah. And, of course, if any of you guys out there do end up getting it, you'll have to let me know. We'll have to duke it out. I'll probably main Seiya, maybe Hyuga, and Iolia, and Koga if they put him in. But, yeah, I guess that's all I have to say. This is Flameswarn, a.k.a. YouTube Sasuke, signing out. Have you ever felt the true power of the cosmos? Bye.